Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
This what I tell them. Look, I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with the topic session. And today we have my good friend, Miss Emma Jane Taylor, with us, a great lady, doing some amazing things. And today we're going to hit on authenticity. And this is her favorite topic. So let's dive into it. What are some things that are, on your heart, on your mind about authenticity?
Oh, thanks, Chip. So hi guys, authenticity. What is authenticity? It took me years to understand what authenticity means. I kind of was living a very BS kind of life for years and years and years, and I think a lot of us do. And then it was about 6 years ago when I kind of looked at myself and I thought, you know what, people don't really know who I am. Actually, do I really know who I am? And when I sort of stripped back and said, you know what, I need to be authentic. And that meant I had to share my real story. Now, I did it through therapy, obviously, for the 20 odd years that I was recovering. But then I took it to my book. I wrote a book. I took it to a stage. I shared it on events and public forums. And it allowed me to go, this is who I am. This is my success. Being able to speak authentically about who I am, not pretending that things didn't happen to me, not covering up to make my life seem real and wonderful, because actually it's okay. It's okay. It's a bit like taking the makeup off and going, this is who I am. This is the rawness of me. And this is my soul. And actually, when I reconnected with that and I went, you know what, this is who I am. I'm Marmite. You either love me or you hate me. But hopefully you can love me, because that authenticity will allow you to feel inspired by your voice and your purpose, and being transparent will give you your authenticity.
That's, lots of deep, really good nuggets in there. You talked about it's like taking the makeup off, and a lot of times, I'm just speaking from a male perspective. I think a lot of time, like taking the makeup off and just being who you are, I think it's a lot of beauty there. Yeah. Right. And then when you are able to just be comfortable in that beauty, I think that, I don't know, you truly shine in those moments, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Beauty doesn't come from makeup.
Say that. Can you say that again?
Beauty doesn't come from makeup.
So true. That's good.
There's no product that can make you look beautiful.
Love it. Love it. So, just hearing you talk about your process of you sharing your story, everywhere you could, books, stages, how was that process for you?
It was terrifying to start with, if I'm honest. The first event that I spoke at, there was 400 people in the room, 400 people. And I had a very nice dress on. On the stage, they did a videography of who I was and a bit of my story. It was in the magazine on the table. And they said, right, EJ, you've got to go. It's my chaperone. And I said, oh, I'm not sure I can do this. And I had a bit of sick in my throat. And they pushed me down the runway and said, get on that stage. And I got on that stage and I was shaking. But when I got through it, it was like exhilarating. I'd shared my story. I got it out of me. I was now 45, 46. From 9 years old to 46, nearly 40 years of having that story in me. And now it was out, and it was like, whoa, I'm out there. The beast is out. And it felt good. It felt overwhelming. I don't think I slept that night, because I was a bit like, oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? What I've done? But it felt good. And that goodness then led me to the next day speaking to people, and then people coming up to me sharing their stories, and then it led to other people wanting me to speak, and then suddenly you're like, actually this is helping people. And that was my purpose. That was my reason. I didn't go all through those difficult times for no reason. I've gone through this to help other people. And by helping other people, it's allowed me to be authentic. Everybody has a story. Everybody. You don't need to stand on a stage, write in a book, speak at an event, write in a magazine, but you do need to share with someone. Maybe it's a friend, a therapist, or somebody. Getting that out there allows you that freedom to be who you need to be.
I think that it growing through that process of what you just explained, I think it brings about clarity in your life.
Yeah. And I think when you find that clarity, you know, I keep having little moments where I'm like, oh yes, it's because of that, and I'm still growing. You know, you say it quite a bit. You grow through what you go through, and it's funny. One of my clients here is the only other person I know who says that, and then you said it, and I was like, oh, there you go. This is meant to be. We grow through what we go through, and it's important to understand that. A lot of people won't, you know, if they're having a bad day, they'll accept it as a bad day. I don't. I take that as a lesson.
For sure. And there's a blessing in every lesson.
There is a blessing in every lesson.
You know, if we are aware enough to see it. I think it's a process. I think we have to start with looking within to win. Right?
Yes.
We have to go deep and, know that we're the sum total of our environments, our experiences, our relationships, our actions, good and bad. We're the sum total of those four things. And then when we truly understand that by looking within, I think it allows us to, based off of the things I've experienced and been around, the relationships and actions, what value can I pull from that and add to the world and add to others?
Yes. And that's really important. And actually it's adding to other people's life. Are you a radiator or you are a drain? Because, the radiators the drains aren't going to understand what radiators mean. And, radiators will probably have come from a drain. I know, I feel like I'm a radiator now. I think I've always been a radiator, but years ago, before I understood authenticity and being real and transparent, I was, in the drain area because I just didn't know how to be a good person and who I am, because I've been hurt so badly.
That's another thing you talk about, the H word, hurt. I think we have to, we have to, dig deep and look into that pain and then turn that pain into our passion. Yes.
And that's really important. And people miss the trick. Am I grateful for my pain? Having this conversation now? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy that pain? No. Have I forgotten? No. Have I forgiven? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that forgiving is for giving.
Yes. I like that. You said that last time.
Yeah.
Forgiving.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, if you don't forgive, you keep the weight of that on you, and you're not able to give your experiences. You're not able to give your fruits. You're not able to pour out of an empty cup. You're not able to pour into others. You have to grow through that process, like we've been talking about, to really just dive deep into that pain. And like you said earlier, it's scary. Like it's tough, but when you get on the other side of it and get it out there, like it's exhilarating. Like it's exciting because okay, first off, I've made it through the pain, but then second, now wait, I can share that with other people to help other people.
Yes,
that's really?
And that's good stuff. Yeah. And that fills you up, and it fills you up positively. And then you take that to the next person, and then they helps them get through that difficulty as well. And it grows.
Yes. And it becomes infectious and contagious. And then you transform the environment that's around you. And everybody is that way. And then you see tidbits of people doing those things. And I don't know, it makes you more excited and you want to do it more.
Yes. Yeah, very much so. And that's exactly where I am. And I think so for so many years, I didn't realize how special it was to be here being authentic, because I didn't understand what happiness was, because I was still recovering from my pain. But authenticity is really the most beautiful thing. Being authentic, you know, I don't have any makeup on today, really. I have a bit of mascara. This is me. This is it. This is who I am. And that's okay. It's not about what's up here. It's about what's in my heart, what's in my soul. And that is glowing. And, you know, it's like I always feel like it has a light around it, and it's radiating that.
Yeah, I think it puts you in alignment with your assignment. And you know, you just think about it. You know, I think for me, the deal is like, it seems like naturally when you're in that lane, your path is lit. You know, like like lit, like but like lit up. You know, and it seems like you're floating. I don't know. It's like you're floating in the path, but really, you were destined for this, right? Like it didn't just happen. Like you had to grow through some things, live through that pain, deep within to pull that pain and turn it into passion. And now, I mean, you just floating in your lane and can't be stopped.
I like that. I'm floating in my lane. And you know what? I really like that. And I think also, I didn't get here by accident.
No.
This is, like you say, a lot of work, but a lot of care and attention to my heart and my mind, because the two work together. And this needed to be unscrambled, and this needed to become, didn't need to be black anymore. So it's unscrambled, and it's become flowy, and it's become clearer and less. It's not dark anymore. It's not dark. It's not, you know, it's not a feeling of negativity anymore. It's of, you know, life's great. Even the bad stuff is part of my journey.
Well, let's dive a little deeper into that. You know, you talked about your mind being unscrambled. What are some things that you help get you from there to here with your mind, your mindset?
So I went into therapy at 12 years old. I went to see a psychiatrist, and at that point I was labelled a juvenile delinquent. And then I moved into traditional therapy, talking therapy, hypnotherapy, Reiki, acupuncture, picture tapping, EFT, psychotherapy, psychodynamic. I mean, I have done an A to Z of therapy. There's nothing I haven't done. I've done cranial therapies. It was the hypnotherapy and the psychotherapy which was the thing that actually took me through the last phases of my recovery. And that was about 10 years ago, I would say. Probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life. But actually, it was the thing that made me just finally unravel. It was like the spaghetti junction up here, you know, in my head. It was just mess. You know, I didn't trust people. I was too scared to talk to people. I was paranoid. I was frightened of sleeping in the dark. I'd sleep with a baseball bat by my bed in case anyone was going to hurt me at night. I'd have an alarm on everywhere near me. I was neurotic. I had OCD. I was bulimic. I had in fact, I don't know, I'm not sure there was anything I didn't have, but that came from all those difficulties. And as my therapy went on, it got less and less with those difficulties. So, you know, you get to that point where, you know, I can sleep with a light on. I don't feel paranoid. I don't have a baseball bat by my bed anymore. I mean, my mind, my life is much more philosophical now. And of course, age and maturity also helps you, because, you know, you can understand things differently. I think my maturity took a little bit of extra time to develop because of my childhood trauma. But so now, through that therapy, through that recovery, through hypnotherapy, reflexology, acupuncture, talking therapy, psychotherapy, psychodynamic, psychiatrist, and everything else, it allowed me to come through this. So, you know, it took me many years to have this kind of conversation that we're having, Chip, and so authentically, because I'd been so scared before and I didn't want to hurt people or upset people. But I was thinking, who am I going to upset and who am I going to hurt? Because I'm the one who's terrified. And then you realize actually you're hurting and you're protecting the wrong people, and you need to put your own oxygen mask on and help yourself survive, because no one around you is going to survive without you breathing good oxygen.
So you're telling me that you had, lots of childhood trauma.
Hmm.
So you're telling me that, for a long time in your life, you had some issues and some problems that you had to work through.
Yes.
So you're telling me that you've done a lot to different therapies and, to get you where you are today.
Yeah.
And I know that you're like highly successful and you do lots to help other people, right?
Yeah.
I ask you those questions because I want the audience to know that regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of what you're growing through, you can make it out on the other side and be positive, beneficial, and add value to our world. I ask you those questions because, like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, you have been through some stuff,
Yeah.
right? And people that are, checking this out, what we have to understand is, man, we're all broken. Like we're all, none of us are perfect. We're
Yes.
just doing the best we can with what we have. But the beauty of that is you can make it out on the other side and add value to our world, period.
Totally, 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 totally. And by speaking up, by having these conversations, but by the work that you're doing, Chip, the work that I do on the other side of the world, what we're doing is we're closing that gap of pain
Yes.
for people in the positions that they may have been in my life or yours earlier on in their life. So we're going, okay, there is hope. You can do this. But instead of, going through maybe years and years and like I did, my lessons, I hope, will inspire people to know they can do that sooner. The conversations that you're having, the conversations that I have, we can help by closing that gap of pain and giving people hope sooner.
Well, there it is, man. Again, truly thankful for you to take the time to. I'm just going to call it a topic session. I'm going to call it a heat session.
I love it. I love it. It's great. I love these conversations. They're brilliant, and like I say, if they're supporting and doing what we know we want them to do, then, you there in the States, me here in the UK, it's a good thing.
Go get it.
Go get it.
All right. Well, again, thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this heat session. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Bye.
Go get it.